Time now for your forewarned weather with Garrett James.
Welcome back. We're getting another check on weather with meteorologist Garrett James. And Garrett, I'm so happy to see you back inside. I know you were reporting out in southern Utah earlier today, and it is just so hot out there.
Oh yeah, but I've got that Texas thick skin. I'm used to the heat and a little bit of humidity mixed in, but thankfully this is a nice drier heat, so to say. Less humidity, but that less humidity is leading to elevated fire conditions. I'll talk about that more in a second. Let's go ahead and turn our eyes to the radar right now. No rain out there at the present time. But how long can we expect rain to avoid the forecast? Well, the futurecast shows that for the remainder of the day, we're going to be looking dry and, for the most part, cloudless for the majority of the state. Still a couple clouds out there, especially towards the southeastern and eastern part of Utah. However, the futurecast also shows that moisture is going to be returning to the southeastern part of the state, and that could cause a few showers and thunderstorms with a little bit of daytime heating, and that could lead to maybe a few stronger storms out that direction. However, overall, I'd say best chances are going to be very isolated, and I'd consider yourself fairly lucky if you saw one of these. However, by 8 o'clock at night, most of these have dwindled down and should be moving out of the area entirely by about midnight. Then we fast forward to Wednesday, and we can see a little bit of lingering moisture in the area, and that could lead to maybe a couple of showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two out that direction towards the far southeastern part of the area. So for the remainder of today, no storm threats, going to be staying dry. There's the threat for tomorrow. Just a general risk for thunderstorms towards the Kane County, Grand County, even over towards Blanding, Moab, Ridgefield, Beaver, going to be included in that. However, Cedar City and St. George just outside of that. Then Lake Powell and Blanding going to be in that general risk for Wednesday as that moisture just continues to linger around that area. Currents out there right now, like I mentioned, most of the area seeing sunny skies. Salt Lake City, no exception to that fact. ABC4 News Studio, we can see Old Glory flying off overhead right there. See, honestly, a nice, beautiful day despite it being on the hotter side. Moab, a couple clouds out there, 97 degrees right now, so temperatures on the hotter side of things. But in St. George, temperatures just a tad bit hotter. Sunny skies, 101 right now, 91 Provo, 96 in Salt Lake City at the present time, 95 Ogden, 90 in Logan. So temperatures staying hot, and they're going to stay hot and likely windy over the next few days. We can see wind gusts across the Beehive State. Well, they're up there, especially in some places. Evanston, 24, 23 Vernal, and then 21 in Price, 23 Moab, 25 Blanding, 28 Cedar City, 34 in Milford at the present time. So seeing some stronger wind gusts out there, and those strong wind gusts with the dry conditions are leading to elevated wildfire threats. We can see wildfire threat is elevated for the southern part of the state, especially south of I-70. However, for tomorrow, going to be a different story, going to be towards the western part of the state, west of I-15, and along I-15 is really where those conditions are going to be elevated. Let's go ahead and take a look at lows tonight. 71 Wendover, 71 Salt Lake City, 58 Nephi, 59 Price, 60 Hanksville, 62 Kanab, 77 in St. George, 63 for Cedar City, but 49 in Eli. Highs tomorrow, 92 Logan, 97 for Salt Lake City, 100 Hanksville, 104 Moab, 105 St. George, but 95 in Kanab and 89 for Cedar City, 86 in Eli. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 7-day forecast for the Wasatch Front. Going to be looking at 97 tomorrow, 98 on Wednesday, 96 Thursday, 95 Friday. So temperatures staying on the hotter side of things. However, once we get to the weekend, we're going to be looking at a high pressure system really starting to set up, and that's going to allow for that heat to build just a little bit. 98 on Saturday, but by the time we get to Sunday, looking at roughly 100 degrees, then 101 by the time we get to the beginning of next week. St. George, on the other hand, take a look at some of these numbers. Now, I knew these numbers were coming before too much longer. I wasn't excited to see them this close and this soon, but we're seeing the mid to upper 100s right here, and then by the weekend, and naturally the weekend has to be the hottest, right? 112 on Saturday, 113 on Sunday, then 112 by the time we get to Monday. So the 1 teens are back in the forecast. Courtney, back to you.